Welcome back to our Wellness Day. This session, microphones. This session is a pranayama session, and I would like to explain the Ujjayi Breath. So the Ujjayi Breath, sorry about the rustling, they will stop once I've got these clipped on. The Ujjayi Breath is often used in Ashtanga Yoga, and it's there as a purifying breath because it creates such heat within the body that the pores of the body opens up and allows one just to sweat. Now, the reason it's used in Ashtanga Yoga is because Ashtanga Yoga is so dynamic, it's so movement-based, that you need the body to be warm to be able to stretch the limbs. As it is a form of yoga that is, the more dynamic the form of yoga, the more stretching goes on. So the Ujjayi Breath, along with two other bandhas, because the Ujjayi Breath within itself is one bandha, so along with Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, the Jadahara Bandha, which is the bandha that's used in the throat chakra for the Ujjayi Breath, all of them operate as one unit as you build upon them and lock them to perform this deep Ujjayi Breath. Now, I'm not going to be teaching the other two bandhas in this exercise. I'm just going to be teaching the Ujjayi Breath because it goes together, which what will be coming out later as a program. But I also want to teach you, even if you're not going to sign on to the program that's coming next, I would like to teach it because of the season that we're in. You can use the Ujjayi Breath completely separate from the other two bandhas. You can use the Ujjayi Breath outside of yoga. You can literally use it on your daily walks outside to keep warm. Now, you might not wish to because of how it sounds, and we're going to get into that just shortly. I like to explain its sound from the point of view of Star Wars. So I'm just making sure this is being recorded. So it's often referred to the Darth Vader breath because of the sound of it. So what you're going to do is that you're going to open up your throat by contracting your throat. So you're going to allow the back of your throat, the back of the ear, to be sucked to the back of your neck. So you're pushing this part of your throat to the back of your neck. So allowing the whole of it to open up. So you know you've got it by, I would like you to yawn. And come back. That natural action of the yawn just naturally allows the front muscles of your throat to be sucked to the back muscles of your throat. So that is what you're going to do, but you're going to keep your mouth closed at the same time. So try it with me now. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And release. 1, 2, 3. And release. One more time, that same contraction of your throat. 1, 2, 3. And release. So as your mouth is closed and your throat is contracted to the point that you're pushing your front muscles to the back muscles, so you're really opening up in your tonsil region. Keep hitting the microphone. I'm sorry. You're opening up in your tonsil region. So you're allowing the walls to open up, but also the roof and the floor of your mouth to open up as well. And as you're doing that with your lips closed, you're going to be breathing in and out through your nose. I don't know if you could just hear that. I've already started. So you're breathing in and out through your nose continuously, like a continual cycle, like you would do if you were playing a bellowing instrument, if you were playing the didgeridoo. That circular breath is happening with your nose, through your nose, as your throat is contracted. And as you do so, the sound is like this. So I want you to try it with me. 1, 2, 3. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. And continue. And continue. Keep breathing. Now yours might sound differently. That's absolutely fine. It takes practice for it to sound as smooth as that. Keep going. And you'll know. So a lot of beginners, you might find that your sound is something like this. And that is because when you can hear that's your nose. So although you are breathing through your mouth, although you are breathing through your nose, the Ujjayi breath is not a nasal breath at all. So as the air is going up through your nose, it's not going out through your nose in a cycle. As you breathe in through your nose, you're allowing the air to really come up into the bridge and then down the back of your esophagus. So it's touching your throat. And that is why that sound that I'm creating is coming from the throat and it's not nasally. And then as you breathe out, the out breath again is coming up from the esophagus and then down and out through your nose. So in through the nose, but the sound it's hitting, you can actually feel it in the back of your throat. And as you're breathing out, it's like the bellows of a fire. As you're if this is the top one, this is the bottom one. It's like you're closing it as it's coming up from your esophagus. You're closing it as it reaches the bridge of your nose. And then as it closes completely, that's when it comes out through your nostrils. So just take a break and just breathe normally for about 4. So what we're going to do Ujjayi breath for a count of 4. And then you're going to breathe normally for a count of 4. Ujjayi breath for a count of 4 again. Then release it and breathe normally for a count of 4. And we're going to do 4 cycles, okay? So, Ujjayi breath. Release. And just breathe with your lips closed, in and out through your nose. Contracting your throat. Ujjayi breath. Release and breathe normally. Release and breathe normally. Release and breathe normally. Release and breathe normally. Last cycle. Ujjayi breath. Release and breathe normally. Release and breathe normally. Release and breathe normally. Release and breathe normally. And now we're going to do it for as long as you can keep that going. And now I want you to feel the changes, the subtle changes, and it will be subtle to begin with because you knew it this. So the subtle changes to your temperature as you breathe the Ujjayi breath. And to take your focus off the, I still want you to hear the sound quality, but so that you're not straining, I'm going to give you a bit of music, okay? And inhale. Keep going. Even if you need to just slightly pause to swallow, keep going. Now those subtle changes might also be your shoulders dropping. Keep going. You might find the energy blocks within your body beginning to pop, open and go away and release. Keep going. You might find that the sound of your breath is changing as you're getting used to it. Keep going. You might find that your stomach is rumbling as your digestion system is working. Keep going. Four more. And again. And again. Last one. And now just breathe normally for a count of 4. So just breathing in and out of your nose now without it touching your throat. Very, just normally. 3rd cycle. 4th cycle. And release. I would love for you to type into the comments how that feels for you, how it felt for you, how that's going for you. And if you have any questions about the Ujjayi breath, then also type that in too. Now, it's a wonderful technique, so please try and do it when you're out in nature, when you're on your walks in this season. And you'll know if you are doing it correctly by the temperature change that you have. But also in this beginner's trial that you've had, you would have noticed some very subtle changes, just in the sense of your body easing into it, your shoulders dropping, your chest dropping, and you just being more comfortable and at ease with it in general. But I look forward to learning and hearing about how you got on with that. I really, really, really would love to know. So I'm looking forward to the webinar I'm doing later after lunch. It'd be the first time that I've ever done a webinar. It's teaching on the circadian rhythm and how to rewire your circadian rhythm is the theme. So hopefully I'll see you then. Bye for now. Bye-bye.